pull up the roll 20. Let me put on something. Can you hear that?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. So we are starting with the Hadfield. I know I have the token for it. Right here. Ooh, that is way too big. And how do I? Oh God,
Hadfield suddenly grew 3 sizes.
God.
The Hadfield grew 3 sizes that day.
The Hadfield grew 3 sizes that day. So, I'm gonna move us over to the fleet map, cause that's that. Yeah, the fleet map
Oh, I don't
is
feel inspired right now.
yeah. Now I just have to.
Ah!
Yes, I know, I know, I know. I
Whoa, big ship.
yeah, I know. I've gotta cut it down.
Objectives.
Gotta cut it down a good bit. Bring it down to like hang on. I can bring it down to I think like make it like 15. Oh, what just happened? Nope, that's worse. That's
Big ship.
oh my god. I'm trying to find that thing where you can oh set dimensions. Here it is. That was not fun. So you down to 70 height. Okay, that's a bit better.
That's not looking all stubby anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Shrink that down.
yeah, let's try that. Needs to be a
Long boy.
long. It's long. Well, it's getting there.
It's a very long boy.
A little bit sovereign-like from this angle.
Almost a little bit more. I'll bring it down to 60.
A wee bit more.
Keep going. Good. There we go. That'll
Bit
do.
more.
That'll be alright right there.
Eh. Can I really not do that thing where you? Isn't there a way to make it so that it's not like stuck to the grid?
Fairly certain there is, yeah. But I'll be damned if I know what it is. Yeah, I'll be damned.
Is it you? I think you hold down maybe the space bar and then move it and then release the space bar. I think you hold down something and then move it and then release.
Hmm.
Remember?
Unsnapping token from grid. Grid roll 20. Google is your friend.
Right. Yep.
Alt.
I knew it was something. Space bar used to be what you did if you were doing the.
So yes, you folks are currently docked at Deep Space Nine. I don't know why I don't have a Deep Space Nine graphic. I should have a Deep Space Nine graphic, but I don't have a Deep Space Nine graphic.
Find one.
Huh?
Oh, here's a really high res one.
Yeah, someone could give me a really high res Deep Space Nine graphic
Here you
to.
go, bud. It's all in the chat. Uploading.
Yeah. So right now you guys are all on the bridge of the Hadfield. Who is on the bridge and who is not?
I am on the bridge because I have to be.
Well,
I'll be there.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the
So,
captain.
are we
Yes, yes, Commander, you are the captain.
I am the captain of this ship after all.
Yep, get to be on the bridge and greet whoever's going to be greeting us.
Exactly. Look at this high res Deep Space Nine that I put. That is 4K resolution, buddy.
Okay.
If only I had a 4K screen to look at it on.
Did you? Oh, here it is. That's. I was wondering. Like, I was looking at the wrong chat. Uh, there we go. That's. Come on, let me. Okay, that's a start. So guys, feel free to have some conversation on the bridge as you are now approaching Deep Space Nine. I think out of everyone, um, I think Blackwell, you've probably been to Deep Space Nine before.
Oh yes.
You've been to oh yeah, actually you've definitely been to Deep Space Nine before. Juez, have you ever been to DS9?
Jueza hasn't been to Deep Space Nine as Deep Space Nine, but it took Tarek Nor.
Okay, but you've been to Tarek Nor before.
Yeah.
And you've been to Bajor, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Bajor is just like within spitting distance of Deep
Mm,
Space Nine.
yeah.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, what happened to the wormhole after everything unfolded after Deep Space?
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're,
Still
they
traversable?
wormhole's still there, still traversable. They got people going in there. Jacoby, you know from your debriefings, you aren't gonna be going through the wormhole. But I'll tell you, man, it's tempting.
It definitely is. I can see that little swirly thing just outside the window.
It's tempting. It's a whole new region of space that Starfleet really hasn't been able to touch.
Chock full of Jem'Hadar.
Chock full of Jem'Hadar. But there are also a lot of unknowns, a lot of things to be discovered on the other side of that wormhole. Unfortunately, that's not for you to check out. But you have been given numerous reassurances, let's say, that there will be plenty of space for you to explore.
By space there, they mean the Badlands.
They that has not been that information has not been given to you. You will be receiving your orders. Uh, now that you're here at Deep Space Nine, you are the you're now officially quote unquote redeployed, as it were.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you were being redeployed to the Alpha Quadrant, and now that you have reached Deep Space Nine, you are redeployed.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah.
Who is in command of the station? Is it Major Kieran?
Yes, it is.
Colonel
Yeah,
Kieran?
that's Colonel.
Yeah, yeah, she's Colonel now.
And who is the Federation envoy?
Oh God, I don't know if we have one. I don't know if I was given a name. Uh,
Has the station been turned over to? Is it now a Bajoran station, or is it still there?
let me check because that might be in the that might be in all like the fleet stuff.
Yeah.
Let me look. Fleet.
Yeah, but Bajorans joined Federation, so
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bajorans have joined the Federation.
Did they?
Yes, the Bajor.
Cisco was all like, no, not yet. Don't let them join.
Well, at the end, that shifted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
At the
and
very end, they took over and did all that.
yeah, and not to mention it has been a little. I think it's now actually been a little over a year since the Dominion War ended.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And in a lot of that post-war shuffle, the Bajorans got let in because of how much they contributed to the Dominion War.
Bless.
Uh,
time to report from Bajor. It's been about 3 months since starting to merge, and many different people consider this the next stage in the occupation of Bajor. Some of our people have returned to build resistance cells.
Yeah.
Two outliers have started to raid Federation supply caravans heading to Dakur province, which is still suffering after the Cardassians poisoned the land.
Yes. Okay.
One day, the Dagur province will be all right.
Or
One
so it's Commander Kira.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So
Oh, nice.
specifically, you were reporting to Commander Kira.
Thank God I outranked somebody for once in my life.
Maybe someday I'll outrank someone.
Yep. But oh yes, but no. It's worth noting again. Jueza, you were in that first wave of merging of the defense forces.
Yep.
And that was, if I recall correctly, mostly because you volunteered.
Yes. I was very eager to get this done.
So, okay, so that's all good. So you receive a notification from Ops. You are to dock. You're given one of the minor docking struts. Because again, you're the Hadfield, so you're a tiny little ship. You don't need a main. You don't need a wide berth.
Any other tenth ship around? The ship around?
Actually, let me check the GMs. Any other ships at DS9 right now? Because there might be one other. And if it's the ship I think it is, it might make things kind of interesting if it's there. But as for now, you have been given the clearance to dock, and oh, did we hear anything from Tizonin?
Nope. I haven't heard a peep.
Yeah, I'll message him.
But whoever's at helm, will dock.
Yep, and you're brought in, and the docking clamps latch into place, and you've been given the crew of the Hadfield has been given a couple of days to settle into Deep Space Nine. Have a day or so of leave while the rest of you, you on the senior staff, namely you, Captain, you're gonna be receiving your orders and just getting ready to take on this new leg of your mission.
Alright, but before that, Commander, Doctor,
Oh no.
I heard there's a very nice bar in here that you can play Dabo.
Oh god. Oh
Yes.
god.
Quarks. Imagine you'll find at home there, Captain.
Chief, are you on as well?
Oh god.
You see, the chief looks a little uneasy being here.
Chief, don't make me order you get down there.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
I'll certainly be there.
Before you're gone, you're also invited for some Dabo, should you wish.
Aye, sir. And Regan will just sort of lean over and nudge him a bit. If he's that determined to lose money, then let him.
Oof.
I heard that, Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
You were intended to, sir.
That wasn't a secret, Captain.
Mm.
I'm gonna go get my latinum. Be down on the promenade in 10 minutes.
Oh boy.
Well,
This can only end well.
The wellest.
Yeah,
you
Blackwell
invited.
is being kind of very quiet and serious
Cut.
ever since DS9 came into sight.
Are there
Yeah, but he just invited Valak to a bar, so.
blood one, blood one, blood one. But so you walk in, and you're not on the level of the promenade yet.
Well, before we get there, right at the entrance to like Deep Space Nine, like where you set foot, like
Right.
on the walkway, like Jueza is literally just standing like right at the edge, like staring at it, like scared to like almost step foot into it.
Ooh. Ooh, buddy.
Um, Blackwell kind of comes up, behind him and in a low voice says, "The Cardis don't have it anymore. It's ours now." Yeah, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, yeah. Takes a deep breath and steps onto the station.
Yeah, and you step onto Deep Space Nine, your heels clacking against the metal floor as you step onto a station that Jueza, you never knew it as Deep Space Nine. You only knew it as Terok Nor back all those years ago.
And I immediately just start, kind of looking around. Looks a lot different than what I remember.
Indeed, it does.
No matter how you dress it up, you never can do much with Cardassian architecture.
Now that is true. It is all Cardassian architecture is very, very Spartan.
Very solid. It's a solid design.
That's a great way to put it there.
Yeah. It's memorable to say the least.
Very utilitarian.
Well, what's going on the promenade right now?
So well, you currently aren't on the promenade.
Yep,
Right, we just got out of the docks, okay.
yep. So start heading that way.
Heading that way towards the promenade.
Toward the bar.
Oh boy.
Toward the bar.
Yep. And do I? It's like you caught me just as I'm like trying to open. Whenever I try to save and open files, like while I do anything, just my entire computer just decides to nope.
To nope.
Yeah, so give me a moment while my computer freezes. It's the
It will be.
mainly I want to see if I've got any sound effects for Deep Space Nine, because I might have a sound effect or two for Deep Space Nine.
Can I expect most of you next, or at least as many of you as humanly?
Yeah. I believe so.
Doesn't look like I got anything for Deep Space Nine.
That's fine. We don't need it.
I will do my best to get the time off.
Yep. So door opens, and I do have this though. This'll do. So yeah, you walk into the promenade, and there are people from all sorts of different walks coming around here. Although it's a new one for you, Jueza. Never seen Terok Nor with Starfleet officers in it. That's certainly a new one for you. You saw Blackwell. You have certainly seen Terok Nor with. You've certainly seen Deep Space Nine with this many Starfleet officers on it. But the last time you saw Deep Space Nine with this many Starfleet officers on it, it was because they were retaking it.
Well,
But-
I've never seen Deep Space Nine before. This is crap.
But yes, no. Jacoby, Valak, I assume, and Rugan, you three have never been to Deep Space Nine before. This is your first time. You've heard the stories about it,
Yep.
because
Heard all sorts.
because its role in the Dominion War can't be understated.
It's kind of hard to miss the big wormhole just off its starboard back.
Yeah.
It is kind of right there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, staring you right in the face.
That is absolutely correct.
I sent you a little message.
Me? Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Uh-huh.
No, it does not.
That's okay.
Well,
I like it.
Not sound good.
I like it. Oh, I like it. I like that a lot.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
nothing at all.
Doesn't matter. Let's go to the bar.
Oh, God.
I believe the captain wanted to lose at Dabo, and we're going to a bar soon.
Wait, which bar are we going to? Oh,
Only one.
There,
It's not.
Joyza seems a little concerned about going there.
Yes, well, you do you, bro. We're gonna gamble. But I will order you to come and gamble because I want my money back.
Sir, surely there's some other location on the station that we could look at or get a drink.
Chief, unless you propose that we go play Dabo in the Bajoran Shrine, I don't see any alternatives.
Yeah, that's true. Kiji, the Temple of the Prophets is right across, kind of diagonal from Quark's place, as I remember.
That's a good point. I should repent. I haven't been with the prophets in a while, and
Do the
always
prophets decide Dabo, Chief?
the prophets decide all things, sir.
Surely not Dabo.
Yeah, I'm kind of with the Chief, Captain. I think I'm just going to stretch my legs a little bit, taking the promenade.
Fine. If you wish to find me, though, or play some and lose some money, I'll be at Quark's, having some drink and play Dabo.
There's a market around here, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Kiji is actually gonna go and look to get like a robe or something.
oh, I gonna get a robe made.
Well,
Well,
just looking for pretty much anything just to kind of cover up a bit.
Okay. I don't think. Why am I keep blanking on his name, and he was like such a well-known character. Yeah, Garrick. I don't think he's there anymore.
No, he went back to Cardassia.
Yeah, he has since gone back to Cardassia. So,
He has a student, though. I think he left to guard the shop. It's
Well, there are all sorts of little shops and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's lots of little things that,
yeah, and I mean specifically, what kind of robe are you looking for?
Just something that has a hood that I can put over my head.
Oh, okay. If you're not looking for anything super specific, I'm sure you can find a stall run by. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna say it's a specific species. It's an alien with sort of this pinkish skin and very flat nose.
You there? How much for this right here? This old robe.
That? You want that? Oh,
Yeah.
3 slips. I think
It's pretty old.
I was gonna say I think slips is the like the smallest one, right?
yeah, slips,
Yeah,
then
slips,
strips,
drips.
then bars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, supposed to drip.
Yeah. Okay. Give me presence command difficulty 1.
Okay. I should have my sheet open here.
Bard ring.
Well, it's only difficulty 1.
Alright.
Oh, you got it. Rugan, you're gonna gamble with me, right? Wish somebody would gamble.
And you just hear KG saying, "Phew, thank God I won some of that money earlier."
Ooh.
As if I can't hear that snide remark across the station.
Okay,
Echoes.
said, well, I guess if I'm gonna level with you, I haven't sold this rag in... It's been sitting in the shop for now 3 months. Take it.
Excellent, excellent. And these sunglasses here that look really big.
One slip.
Okay, okay, here you go.
And so you hand over 3 slips of latinum, and you've got yourself a nifty little
Guys,
disguise. It's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous, mind you, but it'll do the trick, I guess.
And I'll try to act like almost like one of the, what are their monks called?
Vedics.
Vedics, yes.
Yes.
I think a Vedic going into the shrine area.
Vedic with giant sunglasses.
Yes.
He's from the desert of Bajor.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Alright. So yeah, where are you gonna go from here, Jueza?
I'm gonna go into the shrine, trying to make sure that my back is always facing towards the bar.
Okay. Give me just a control security difficulty 1.
Okay, control, security.
Okay, you're good. You managed to slip into the shrine, and no one seems to be the wiser. In fact, not even your captain or the doctor or anyone else from the senior staff notices you as they walk right past you and into the bar.
Okay.
Ah, that's the life. We'll have a seat down right at the bar, and I'll signal for the waiter, whomever he may be, for a bottle of Canar.
So the figure at the bar turns around, and it's this very short, stout Ferengi. Ash, what can I get for ya?
Canar! A whole bottle for the table.
Ah, for the whole table.
I'm just gonna.
I see that you're a partaker in the good stuff. Very well. And he reaches over and he grabs a bottle and he starts pouring. Grabs a bottle of Canar. He starts pouring a few glasses. They all have different shapes to them. One's this sort of curly monstrosity. The other has these odd jagged angles that are poking off of it. That honestly does not look like an efficient way to store liquid.
I know that you're not a fan of Canar, Commander, but,
Very well, sir.
let's have a drink. Slurp. The big slurp.
Slorp.
Yes, just gonna down it as quickly as possible. This syrup, just
Molasses.
Mm-mm-mm. Ah, can I interest...
I'll turn back over to the Ferengi. Oh, yes, and give us a couple of flagons of blood wine as well. We'll be over there at the Dabo table.
Ah, customers after my own heart.
I just believe in as well. It's like, and if you have some
Right. And specifically, this Ferengi looks you up and down. He says, Romulan ale? For you? Really? You have some of that Romulan blood flowing in your veins?
No, sir.
Huh. I see. And he turns around and he gets to pour in them drinks.
And we'll have a sit down at the Dabo table. Myself, the commander, and the commander gun.
Yep. So you all have a couple flagons of blood wine, and then after probably another minute, Valak will walk over to you with a, glass full of blue liquid. So I'm pretty sure that's the color of Romulan ale.
Yeah, it's kind of a blue.
turquoise.
Yeah.
It's like a bright blue.
Yep. Captain, just kind of sip a bit of it.
What is it? It is green.
There you go.
Is that my future money that you're drinking away, Commander?
No. More preference here. Heard good things about this bar.
Alright, well, what's to say we give this Dabo wheel a few spins, see who comes out of. My money is itching, fellas.
All right. So, who is going to beat the captain at Dabo this time?
Well, both of you can, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is Dabo a one-on-one game, or is it a group game?
Oh no, it's a roulette type thing.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I guessed.
Yeah,
So,
because
Grant, how do you want to do this?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you, because it's not like with poker where it's
Oh yeah, no, we're not betting against each other.
yeah.
I mean, you
You did
could
play
play the
Dom.
Ferengi game.
Dom-Jot?
Tongo or Domjot.
Oh wait, hang on. No, hang on. I might have an idea for this.
Tongo.
I might have an idea for this. I'm just trying to, because with roulette, it's the more increasingly specific your call, the more difficult it is, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is that this is gonna be an insight command check. You get to decide the difficulty. Whoever succeeds at the highest difficulty check will either win or move on to the, if there's a tie. Is how I'll run this one.
Okay, first things first, give yourself threats.
Yep. So I'll...
Do you guys mind if I go first?
Yeah, go right ahead here.
Alright, I'm gonna go roll Insight Command, difficulty 3. And Ground take another threat. My focus in gambling, I think, a lot.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Oh, baby! That's the momentum right there. All up to you now, fellas.
Yep. Yeah. What are you all going to bet?
Oh, I'll take 5 strips of Latinum.
And because I must say it, spin the wheel and win! Davo! God. Dumb. So dumb.
Watch the wheel, not the girl.
Yep.
I'll just lay down 2 strips here. Try
Insight Command.
we'll try and see how we do here, yeah.
And then decide your difficulty and then roll.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to think here.
Uh-huh.
Let's go difficulty 2. Yes, not my strong suit as far as
You want to use
that's
the momentum?
Yes, I will say you can use the group pool to do this.
cool.
Get
Take
out.
that, yeah. Take that momentum you just got.
4 successes on a 3 difficulty check. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a focus and everything, so.
Yeah. So not Valak and Blackwell. I assume you're gonna spin.
Rugan, actually. Rugan, are you here?
I think he had to go.
Oh,
Oh, did he?
then it's just the two of us, myself and Commander Watt.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I got that difficulty too. So
And I got that difficulty 3.
yep.
yep. So Valak, I'll tell you, because you beat him pretty handily at poker, didn't you?
Yep.
Or it wasn't poker, was it?
No, we played poker, I believe.
Yeah, it was Texas Hold'em, I think it was.
Really?
On Earth, yeah.
Because I was pretty sure I had to like come up with some names for some wonky rules that were.
No,
I know
it was Texas. It was Texas Hold'em back on
Yep.
Earth.
Yep, we did Texas Hold'em there, but then we also had another like we gambled a couple times actually.
Yes, you've gambled a couple of times, and one of them was something a little more wonky, and it wasn't Dabo.
Yeah.
No,
No.
the first time we ever gambled, it was Dom.
Yeah,
I can't remember the rules we had for that though, and I lost big.
yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da. Just hold on. Maybe it was Dabo. Oh yeah, because it was triple down and
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. You guys have played.
We love our
Huh?
gamble.
I did not know that. Apparently, the word Dabo means gold in Aramaic. Okay. So, Jacoby, you won this particular spin of it. You know what you yell.
Dabo!
Yeah, there's a couple people around you clap a little. And, yeah, Dabo.
Interesting. Of all the spatial anomalies we've seen,
Oh.
this is possibly the rarest.
Oof.
I know what'll get him to clap harder. Bartender, a round of blood wine on me for the entire.
Ah! Wow.
Dabo!
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Me hiding. Oh, Joyza. Oh, Joyza, buddy. So yeah, I'm gonna say things probably just continue at that rate for a little while.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, the captain is buying drinks. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Doctor, what are you up to?
Well, after wandering around the promenade for a while, I think I'll stop at the Replimat and get a Roctagino, because at least they make a good one here. After Dax, make sure O'Brien programmed things properly.
Yep. So yeah, you
Just sort of sit and watch the crowds go by.
and you're just on the promenade?
Yeah, where that Replimat where the officers always had, sometimes Garrick and the doctor would.
Yeah.
Sit down for like lunch.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was just kind of out in the open, kind of listen to things.
Well, Garrett and Dr. Bashir have their lunches.
Yeah,
What?
where
Yeah,
Garrick and
they have
Bashir
their
all had
lunches.
lunch.
Yeah, I think
Bashir
a
and
lot
Garrett
of
always
them
have
do.
their lunch there.
So yeah, speaking of which, Dr. Blackwell, a figure in a blue Starfleet medical uniform begins to walk up to you. He says, "Am I? Are you? Ah, you are! You're Dr. Samson Blackwell. I knew I recognized you."
Dr. Bashir, so good to see you again under much more pleasant circumstances.
Ah, yes, yes. And he sits down with you. Tell me, how is your work going? What brings you back to Deep Space Nine?
I'm aboard the Hadfield these days, and we've just received orders as
with the
myself,
10th.
the chief engineer and chief science officer, created or managed to finish a multiphasic uh, cortical support system, which I believe will prove a marked improvement on the cortical stimulator.
Really? That's fascinating.
I'll be happy to send you the specs.
Oh, of course. I'll see about doing some clinical trials here on Deep Space Nine as soon as I can.
That'd be excellent. And what about you? What have you been up to since?
Well, since the end of the Dominion War, honestly, here on Deep Space Nine, things have been rather quiet, medically speaking.
And Ezri Dax?
She's
I
fine.
recall there was some romance budding there.
Ah, she's fine. And I forget, I'll have to talk with the other GMs about it. I'm not gonna go any further with that line because
Okay.
I don't know what the other GMs have in mind for Ezri Dax.
No, that's fine.
So, gonna leave it at that. But yes, good to see you again. Wait, did you say the Hadfield?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I've heard great things about that ship and her medical facilities. It's rather a marvel of modern medical engineering.
Would you like a tour?
Oh, that would be wonderful. And if you want, I could also give you a little bit of a tour of the more recently updated Deep Space Nine medical facilities. We've gotten a little bit of an upgrade since the Dominion War ended. Since you've last been here. Very well, you lead the way, Doctor.
So yeah, I'll take him aboard the Hadfield and show him our toys.
Yes. So now to, Jueza.
Still hiding.
Still hiding? Okay, give me a moment. I am going to spend...
No, he's after me.
I'm gonna...
Restricting.
No, I'm gonna spend a threat. Gonna roll 20s. Oof, oof, and oof. Biggest oof. Okay. Carry on with your hiding, I guess. So yeah, Captain Jacoby, Commander Valak, you are now fairly well sloshed, and you've managed.
Him much more or less than I probably because he's both.
Yeah. So
I can drink more, but I'm also mixing Ramyon ale, blood wine, and some Kanar. So
yeah, you're. So yeah, he's taking the heavy stuff, Jacoby.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to develop a cure for that.
Hey, at least he's not drinking Saurian brandy.
Maybe a little bit later, but we'll find out.
Yeah. So is there anything else y'all are gonna do in the bar?
One more round of Daba.
Okay, you're gonna play one more round.
One more round of Daba.
Okay, and this I'll say it, this rather muscular Gorn approaches the table.
Nice.
Gorn named Gorn.
Huh?
A gourd named Vorn.
Born wasn't a corn.
No, Vorn. B.
Born. Ah, boy. So he's gonna play ya. He's gonna play against the two of ya.
Oh no.
Let the corn win.
And I am hereby declaring all in.
You're going all in against this Gorn.
I'm going all in against
Oh
Gorn.
God,
I want his
what difficulty are you playing here, Jacoby?
I'm taking difficulty 4, and I'd like to use a value here. I'd like to use a value exploring to test new theories because.
No, that's not gonna work. Nice try. You are sloshed and you are gambling against a Gorn.
Insatiable curiosity then.
Nah. You I don't think you have a. If I recall your character sheet correctly, yeah. Well, no. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so take 3 threat, and I'll be rolling 4 dice.
And I am going to immediately throw that 3 threat onto this character that I'm rolling.
Yep, figured.
Like, I'm immediately gonna throw that threat back at you.
And
And
then take another 3 so I can roll a 5th die.
I am going to spend that 3 to increase your complication range.
Fair dues, fair dues. May the best roller win.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, oh, ooh, ah, ooh. Look at that.
It's,
Oh, that's a 2, that's a 2, that's 4.
it's also
Even out?
that's evened out.
Even out!
So this Gord just hisses at you and he says, "You're playing well, Commander."
Captain.
Or cat.
Captain.
You heard what I said.
Another round. Double down. And I'll place some more slits down on the table.
Playing for 4 again.
Yes.
Are you gonna give me the exact same amount of momentum?
Threat? Yeah.
Or the amount?
Wait,
Oh wait.
I put myself at 4 this time.
Well,
And I think I exceeded it.
yes, you did. So you do have a momentum.
I'm gonna spend that 1 momentum. And I'm gonna give you, so that's 2 threat for a 4th die, and another 3 threat for a 5th die, so take 5 threat.
Okay, so I take 5 threat. I am going to spend 3 of that to increase. I'm gonna spend. Wait, hang on. I had it. I'm gonna spend 3 of that to give him 2 more dice, and I am going to spend the rest of the threat you gave me to increase the complication range.
So, okay, the complication range is up for him as well.
No, just you.
Just
Nope.
me, okay.
I'm spending this.
You're drunk as hell.
You are drunk, man.
Yep.
Here goes nothing. Oh, look at that!
Damn.
Damn!
Wow. So we're about,
Oh, look at that!
we're about to
I
get
get
a
this-
bar fight.
I get this guy's house. I get this guy's ship. I get
You're about to
this guy's
lose a bar fight.
Well, no, you see.
Chief of security can't help you.
Oh. Oh.
No, I'm just a humble pittance. I don't know. Chief security.
Well, no. Bar fight would have broken out if you had succeeded but gotten a complication. You just oh my god.
If
Just
I may.
and this is everybody is, and I'll say it, everyone's crowded around everyone's crowded around. This is probably the most high stakes game of Dabo that they have seen in months.
If I may.
And
Bravo!
Dabo! Everyone yells out. And even Quark raises a glass, because right now he is making a killing.
While they're yelling and screaming, I'm going to try to sneak out of the shrine and head back towards the ship,
Okay,
trying to use the distraction.
okay. Using the distraction, sure. I'll say give me another control security difficulty 1. However, I am going to spend 2 threat to increase the complication range for you.
So
Well,
that's 2.
roll. Yeah. Complication range is 2. While he's rolling, Brennan, how much have I won?
Hang on. So that's I'm just trying to think. How much do people usually wager in games of Dabo?
Like, I went all in.
No, I know you went all in, and so did this guy. But I'm just.
It can go up to, like, bars, I think.
It can go up to. I was just trying to remember if it ever went up to bars.
Theoretically, it can go up to bricks.
We generated 3 and
So more so I'm just trying to figure, Jacoby, how much did you go all in so I can try to decide, because this guy also probably went more or less all in. So
This all depends, right? How much? What's my Starfleet wager in Gold Press Platinum?
0.
well, yeah, you don't get paid at all. But as a captain with, some privilege, you do have some. Starfleet officers do have some gold press latinum on hand. I just forget how much.
It usually does not go over scripts,
Yeah, usually not.
but
We say
going
I
all,
earned a
all
bar
in,
at least.
But if you were going all in with everything you've got,
yep, and with double down or whatever.
so
Triple down is what you said there.
yeah, if you tripled down like that, um, so I'm gonna say that you, bet 1 bar and 5 strips. He bet 1 bar and he also bet 1 bar and 10 strips.
Nice.
So you just got yourself another bar of latinum and some strips.
It's good, BC. You need to pay Quark.
Yeah,
How much?
Well, you ordered a round for the house of blood wine, their finest, plus our drinks.
so yeah, that's probably going to be about half of that bar that you just got.
Yep.
But hey, you still got half a bar. You still have you still walk out of this with like an additional 60 strips than when you walked in. Like plus all the drinks that you just got. So,
I am content.
like,
Commander?
all in
Should I go
all,
for Gok?
I'm all right, sir.
I will.
There's a few things I need to discuss here.
Very good. I will go to the nearest Gok stand.
yeah, you're able to find a place that like, the best way I can describe it is it's like it's like the Klingon equivalent of Chinese American cuisine. It's like you're going out for Chinese.
Oh yeah,
It's
totally drunk.
it's not like real Chinese. It's not real gok, because it's not being made by like a Klingon.
Oh, gotcha. He's getting the cheap stuff.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
Right, the
when
China
you're pissed-
Express.
When you're pissed drunk, what else are you gonna eat?
yeah, you're having the China Express gok. Because I mean,
Gok doesn't even move.
well, yeah, because I mean, these guys want to make it palatable to like everyone else.
The major public. Okay. Okay, you can move on to yours.
Yeah, so it's not like it's not like you're eating octopus. It's like you're eating calamari. So, who's next? Blackwell.
So yes, Dr. Bashir, this is our surgical lab. Oh, let me introduce you to Nurse Rocky, ship's surgical nurse, and Nurse Ralthrak, our ship's nurse. It's a small medical staff, and as you can see, somehow Starfleet managed to pack a starbase's worth of equipment into this little space.
Oh, indeed. It's like you managed to put, I'd say everything that Deep Space Nine has onto your tiny little ship. Most impressive.
Yeah, the Hadfield is small, but when it comes to scientific capability and medical research capability, she stands second to none in the fleet.
Yes, of course. And you turn around and you see that he's actually looking over your, what do you call it again?
Oh, the multiphasic cortical support system.
Yeah. He's looking that over. He says, "Oh, quite ingenious."
Well, and I'll set him up with the replication plans and all the information I've already given it to Starfleet Medical, so it should be making its way eventually. But I'll give him everything he needs to replicate his own and to run his own tests on it. Yes, I haven't had too much of an opportunity to test it in the field. Fortunately, the Hadfield doesn't run into too many medical emergencies, something for which I'm very grateful. However, Starfleet Medical should be getting the plans out soon, but any feedback, I really am proud of this device for repurposing a tool of war into a tool of healing.
Yes, on a tiny little ship like this, I suppose you wouldn't get too many chances to use a device like this, but Deep Space Nine, I'm sure I'll find an opportunity every once in a while to use something like this. You'll get feedback rather quick, I suppose. He's just turning it over in his hand. He's like barely listening to you, but he's also listening to you because it has to do with what he's looking at.
Right, right. Well, that's excellent. You should be able to replicate this as many as you need, and still in the testing process. So if anyone could improve on the device, I'm sure it's you.
Right, right.
And how's your work on prion replication been going?
It's going slowly, but it's going. I've had a lot of spare time on my hands lately, shall we say.
Well, that's more time for research, which is always one of your primary interests as a physician.
Yes. Now,
Have you been?
speaking of which, I think I'd like to show you our facilities now. We've been able to give it a good bit of touching up since last we were here.
Excellent. This time, hopefully, we won't be stepping over bodies to get to anything.
Ugh. Don't remind me, Doctor, don't remind me. And with that, I think we will cut to Captain Jacoby and Commander Valak. So you guys are just finishing up eating. Jacoby, Valak, you there?
I'm here. What's up?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Now I can.
Yeah, no, I stayed in the bar there. I was going to be talking to Quark real quick.
Oh, okay. So you went separate ways.
So
Yep.
we can go.
Okay. Who wants to follow up first then? I think
I
actually.
can if you'd
Okay.
like.
I'll go with Valak. What are you doing in the bar?
Yep, I was going to be talking to Quark here, seeing about a hollow suite.
Oh no.
No.
Ah, yes, we have a rather wide selection of hollow suites. Your pick, my good sir.
Do you have anything from the planet Vulcan?
Huh. Little dry, but I suppose I could find something. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but I mean Romulan ale. Why not?
Although Quark always talked about how he had the program with the Vulcan Dove Goddess.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right, didn't he?
The Lost Slave. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh no. Yeah, he's probably gonna. That's probably gonna be the first one he suggests to you.
I'm just nothing like that. Just need a bit of taste of home, if you understand.
Ah, got it. So, you're looking for your little house on the sand dune, as it were.
In a sense.
Okay, let's see what I can find. And, he goes, switching through them again, and he says, yes, I suppose this one will do. I think it's, The copper lantern. It's the. Suppose it's the closest thing that you Vulcans have to comedy.
That'll do. So, how much?
Oh, again, it's one of those things. If I haven't seen nearly enough Deep Space Nine to be able to tell you, what's the running price on a Hollow Suite?
A couple of strips. Got it.
Yeah, it depended on the type of program too and
Yeah.
time. So,
So this will probably just be a strip. This is one of like the least requested programs
yeah.
that he has, and it's not even gonna take you that long.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. So strip is easy. I've got plenty of back pay. So,
yeah, yep, you're good. So you take the little chip and you go off for one of the Hollow Suites.
yep.
And with that, we're gonna hop over to Jacoby. You're just
Oh, Cap.
yes, the captain's just sitting, finishing up his gah,
Drunk as hell.
drug off your
Drooping over the
ass.
bowl, just like slowly feeding myself some.
Excuse me, are you Captain Lawrence Jacoby?
What if I am?
You look up and there's a young Bajoran woman, Starfleet uniform, standing before you.
Oh no.
What rankings on her ship?
She's an ensign.
Ensign. Yes, that is me. Now continue eating the gawk.
Are you all right, Captain?
Oh yes, I just won it big at the Dabo table.
I see. Congratulations, Captain. When you have a moment, um, Commander Kira would like to speak with you down in Ops.
Commander Kira, that's the. She's in charge of the station, right?
Yes, she is. I'm surprised that you didn't know that.
Ensign, I'm not quite myself right now. I just won big Adabo. I'm sure if you ever won big Adabo, you'd feel the same. Tell Commander Kira, with due respects, that I will be there in like 15 minutes once I pay a visit to the doctor.
Alrighty. So yeah, you get up, and just as you're walking, you manage to sort of slump your way towards the Hadfield and its doors. And just as you're about to enter the Hadfield, you see the doctor walking out of the bulkhead as well, alongside another man wearing Starfleet medical uniform.
Oh, Captain Jacoby. May I introduce Dr. Julian Bashir, Chief Medical Officer on Deep Space Nine.
A pleasure. So you're Dr. Blackwell's commanding officer.
Dr. Bashir, you'll pardon me if I don't shake your hand. I seem to be seeing double at the moment here. Sam, do you think you could give me one of your special remedies? I need to have a meeting with the station.
Yes. Dr. Bashir, if you want to go on ahead, I'll meet you in the Deep Space Nine 6 Bay facility in just a few minutes.
Oh boy.
And I kind of look away from the captain and just kind of give Bashir this sort of long-suffering look, like,
Oh. Oh.
Yep.
He drinks way too much. Oh, he drinks so much. Oh boy.
and I'll help the captain back on through the docking collar and up to the Hadfield sick bay and see if I can't come up with some sort of concoction to sober him up. Captain, this will sober you up, but I'm not sure it will do anything for the sudden and vicious headache that's going to follow the shot.
I don't mind that. That's the good part about everything. Why do they always feel the need to bother me when I'm on my free
new orders.
Yes, but the Dabo table got in the way of my order. Do you know I won, Sam?
How much did you win?
A whole bar and 10 strips.
Good. This is only going to cost you half a bar, so you should be good.
What? Hang on. The services were
Do you
free
need me
in
to
the
roll,
federal.
roll or anything for?
Give me a control medicine difficulty 1.
Ooh.
Take the momentum so you don't screw me up, please.
All right, I'll take the win.
Oh boy. You guys.
Generate 2.
Yeah.
Even when you win.
Yeah, even when you win, man, you really, man. So yeah, you get a momentum, and yeah. Uh, Captain, you feel your faculties returning to you. You got a bit of a headache, and well, I won't say that later you're probably gonna need to crash hard, but you're gonna need to crash hard later.
One last thing, Sam, before I go. I'm already feeling much better, but I'm gonna need some energy boosters.
That's kind of what I just filled you.
No, yes, yeah, that is
up
absolute.
with in part, Captain. I cannot medically recommend that you take any more stimulants. If I were you, you've got several hours to do what you need to do and then make it back to your quarters and crash out. But you will want to make it back to your quarters and crash out.
Can you just give me a cup of water? I'm feeling thirsty.
Sure. Replicator, water,
Cold.
whatever degrees Celsius.
Yeah. So yeah, nice guy. He replicates a nice cold glass of water.
Chug that shit like it's the last day on Earth.
And I'll walk back onto the station with the captain and kind of split off with him. When he stops, I'll head to sick bay to do my tour.
Okay,
Well, so.
who do we wanna follow with? Do we wanna follow with the captain, or we wanna follow with sickbay?
Oh, and Captain, see if Commander Kira will let you update the Hadfield's replicators with their Bactigina recipes.
Right now, Sam, that's the least of my worries as I hold my head, my temper.
Oh boy.
We can go to
Oh.
sick bay first.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, you go down to sickbay, and there is indeed there are a number of Starfleet officers walking around. There are still a couple of Bajorans who are wearing like the sort of old civilian uniform. They probably haven't been fully integrated yet, but most of the people here are wearing Starfleet uniforms. However, there is something that you were not expecting to see in this sick bay, Doctor.
What's that?
You see a Cardassian.
Is he sick or what's going on?
He's talking with Dr. Bashir.
I'll just sort of, wait for Bashir to finish, just kind of, ignoring the Cardassian.
Mm-hmm. So after a few seconds, he finishes talking with the Cardassian. The Cardassian turns around and he goes and starts tapping at a computer console. And Bashir walks over to you and says, sorry about that, Dr. Blackwell. What can I do for you?
I think you promised me a tour, Doctor.
Oh, yes, of course. How silly of me. I've quite a bit going on these days.
I understand.
So, what would you like to see first?
Well, it's your shop, as they say. Lead the way.
Right this way. And he starts leading you around Deep Space Nine's sick bay. And it's one of those, yeah, you see a lot. There are a couple pieces of equipment that you don't have. In large part because, quite a bit of the equipment is, non-Federation issue. They are replacing some of the terminals in here with LCAR systems, so that is something. But for for the most part, a lot of this is foreign, but there are some familiar-ish bits.
Excellent. And I'll ask questions about any that I don't recognize and ask Bashir's opinion on how it functions in comparison to Starfleet issue.
Ah, well, the functionality of some of these old Cardassian systems aren't perfect. Oh, they never are. But, all things considered, it does the job.
Well, you'll forgive me, Doctor, if I'm not terribly surprised that Cardassians didn't invest too much in medical research.
Oh, I know, but, we've managed to turn this into quite the thriving sickbay.
Indeed, you have. It's quite impressive.
Ah. Well, is there anything else I can do for you, Doctor, while you're down here?
Just satisfy a bit of curiosity. I noticed you had there was a Cardassian apparently on your staff.
Oh, no, he is a visiting doctor from the Cardassian Union.
Ah, I see. Very
He
good.
he actually used to serve aboard Deep Space Nine back when it was Terok Nor.
Military doctor?
I believe so.
Well, just was curious. Was not expecting to see a Cardassian, but things do change, do they not?
Yes, he's only here temporarily, though. He should be leaving, in a couple days. A Cardassian ship should be coming to pick him up.
Good to know. Well, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Bashir. It was truly enjoyable. And again, let me know how the multiphasic neural support system works out for you.
Of course, Doctor. Have a good day.
Kind of head out, giving the Cardassian a little bit of a side eye as I leave.
Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy, old pal. So now to Captain Jacoby.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you what are your you walk into ops and you see this, big bustling ops center. Big circular. Again, it's unlike any Starfleet bridge that you've been on.
Oh yeah. It feels Cardassian.
Yep. There's that uh there's that overseer's office above everyone else, looking down on the ops center.
Is there perhaps a very Irish-looking person in
I don't know if
one Master Chief Petty Officer?
I don't know I don't know if Chief O'Brien is still there.
I think he went.
You went to academy.
Yeah, I think Chief O'Brien went to the academy.
Oh, along with Keiko?
Yeah, like it's one of those things. Like I remember having a long discussion with the GMs about it. Like, okay, who's still on Deep Space Nine? And they were like, yeah, almost no one. Like,
Well,
it's like almost everyone went their separate ways except for like Quark and and even Bashir was up in the air. But I was like, no, I want Bashir to be there because I like Bashir.
well, first things first, I'd like to walk over to the replicator and request a breath trip.
Oh yeah, yep, sure. It replicates you out a couple little tablets.
I'll chuck those down my throat and I'll slip my hair back and walk into the office.
Yep. And as you walk by, you actually see they have a map of the nearby space showing active Starfleet vessels in the region. You see a couple smaller ones, but you actually see a much larger vessel on your. Hang on, let me just check something. Yeah. You actually do see a larger vessel with the 10th Fleet designator next to it.
Okay. Anything I can read from this distance?
So you see it now on the map?
Oh, it's the Tereshkova.
No, it is not. That is the U.S. That is the USS Arbiter.
Oh, that's
Ah,
right.
the Everest, whatchamacallit,
Yes, captained by Captain Regov now.
Captain Regov. My God,
I believe he's made captain at this point.
he's made captain sooner than I have.
I actually don't know about that. I'll have to ask.
I think you. It was the same week of games, so I mean, I don't know when the actual star dates were, but
Yeah.
that's close together.
No, I mean, it's just that the Everest at the time was
Yeah.
in play for like a couple of months, and I've
So
been
as you can see, looking at the map, that's where the Everest is at now,
the Arbiter.
or the Arbiter is right now.
Are they a carrier
Oh
aircraft?
yeah.
Carrier vessel?
Yep, they're a carrier vessel. Yeah, you see like the little designator next to it, that they are the home for the Thunderbird Squadron.
Hell, Akira's can carry
And they're
lots and lots of
currently in
shuttles.
the Badlands. Am I seeing that?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Possibly in there. Oh well, I'll ring the doorbell on the office.
All right, and you are more or less motioned to come in.
Yeah, sure, I'll open the door and get in. And well, I will stand at attention. It's not my, it's hers.
And you are standing before Commander Kira.
Commander, you requested my presence.
Ah, yes. You must be Captain Jacoby.
Very same.
Well, I'll make this short. I have your next mission assignment for you.
May I have a seat, Commander?
Of course.
See. Go on then. What do you have for me?
Uh, well, for starters, we have the orders for which starbase you are to proceed to from here. That starbase will proceed to be your staging ground for the foreseeable future.
I see. We won't be based at Deep Space Nine.
No, you won't.
I see. Do you have a pad or something I can look?
Indeed. She picks up a pad, hands it over to you, and uh, in your orders, you are to proceed to Starbase 214.
Which is
Look at the map.
looking. Starbase 310.
Or actually, I'm sorry. Did I say Starbase 314? I'm sorry. Starbase 621.
Ah, 61. That's just north of there.
Yeah.
There we go. Huh.
As it stands for now. So I understand it will be a little bit of backtracking for you, considering that you just came from the Sol system. But
Yes, we definitely could have gotten this set of orders earlier, but truth be told, Commander, I don't mind a bit of days of short.
indeed, it was requested that that any 10th Fleet ships coming from Sol reported to Deep Space Nine first, regardless of their redeployment.
Surely you understand why I question her orders. That's just me.
Of course, questioning
What's going on,
questioning orders isn't always a negative quality.
What's going on at Starbase 621?
Well, as you can see based on the map, and she pulls up this map. Um, in between the Zenkethi coalition, hang on, gotta zoom in a bit more. The Zenkethi coalition and the Ferengi alliance is a rather empty plot of space. Indeed.
Should be fun. Although this distance to the Zenkithi Coalition does raise some suspicion. Will we have any trouble passing through their space?
You will not be passing through Zenkethi's space. You will be proceeding from Starbase 621 within Federation space and then cutting out into unclaimed territory. The Zenkethi Coalition have closed borders with the Federation, as you may recall.
I see. Do the orders specify anything? What should happen if we come into contact with Zenkethi ships or Ferengi ships for that matter?
Let me look at the security briefing, because I think it does actually say. I think there is a standing... There might actually be a standing order on that. There is a standing order to relay any information concerning Zenkethi ship deployments in and around Zenkethi space and the Badlands.
Expecting to go to war with the Zenkethi, are you, Commander?
Oh no. If we can avoid war with the Zenkethi, we would prefer it. It's merely a precaution, Commander, you understand. We have enough things to be worried about. What with the instabilities in the Cardassian Union, the Breen, and now the Tholians.
Of course, Commander, what is going on with the Breen, though? There wasn't anything about any skirmishes last I heard in the security. Can I assume that the situation has calmed down a bit on the border with Cardassia and the Breen Confederacy?
I don't think it has. Breen. Unfortunately, no, Commander. It is the exact opposite of that. And I suppose it is prudent to inform you of the situation, considering that you will be heading in that direction.
Oh, Commander, Breen ships are shoot on sight?
No. But be very careful. We are still at peace with them. We do, however, consider any Breen starships outside of their borders as a violation of the Treaty of Bajor. However, we would like you to try to maintain a peaceful resolution. If it does come to it, however, you are allowed to use force.
Never spoken with the Breen before, Commander, but they don't seem like a talkative couple.
They are not.
One last question before I head off to enjoy the rest of my vacation. If we so happen to be finding ourselves in such a situation where a retreat would be advised and Federation space is too far, should we retreat into the Ferengi space?
Well, I suppose all things considered, a retreat into Ferengi space would not be unheard of. It could easily be negotiated for. You know, the Ferengi, they have their price. And considering the recent upheaval in Ferengi culture and the new Grand Negus's positive relations with the Federation, it's entirely possible.
I see. Well then, Commander, would ask you to join me for drinks, but you're currently on duty, aren't you? If you find yourself off duty later, I'll be at court.
Very good.
And I'll up and walk away and continue drinking because the best way to cure a hangover is with more booze.
God,
Oh my.
too much. You're drinking too much, Captain.
Hey, I'm still being plagued by robots akin.
and other things, yes.
Grand Negus Rom is a hell of a man. I mean, if you the fleet security briefing on the Ferengi are one of my favorite parts of it.
That is good. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Recession.
Yeah.
So you may move on to the others now.
Okay. Who else is left that wanted to do stuff?
Did I make it safely back?
Yes,
Yep.
you did.
Okay.
You didn't run into anyone who recognized you, Ferengi or otherwise.
Okay.
All right. You don't want a criminal?
It might be possible, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about, Captain.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll pin my Starfleet comm badge. Chief Kiji, this is Captain Jacoby. From
Kiji here, sir. What can I do for you?
Chief, you are hereby ordered to come to the promenade with me and share some kana, or any other Bajoran alternative which you would prefer.
Sir, is that really necessary?
Are you saying you wish to file a formal complaint about my orders?
Oh no.
I would prefer not, sir.
No.
Then, Chief, I suggest you get down here.
Oh no.
Uh,
This is a gross
yes,
abuse
sir.
of power.
I've got the rank to do it. I don't care.
And,
He should never made him captain. Now he's gone mad with power.
Well,
going
of
to,
course he's gone mad with power. Have you ever tried going mad without power? It's boring. No one listens to you.
I'm gonna go to, sick bay. And, Doctor, are you in sick bay still, or are you
Yes.
over? Okay.
Sure, I was gonna head back there after my tour.
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna come in and, kind of look around. Be like, hey, Doc.
Mr. Kiji, what can I do for you? You don't have anything glowing again, do you?
Ooh.
Well, actually, if you could make something glow or something like that, well, you see, the captain needs me to do something very unpleasant. So if I'm sick, then I can't do it.
What is he asking you to do exactly?
Um, he wants me to drink with him, sir.
Tell him no.
Oh no.
He's given me a direct order. So the only way I can get out of this without filing a formal complaint or getting court-martialed for direct disobedience is if I am unable to follow that order.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'll tap my badge. Blackwell to Jacoby.
Go ahead, Sam.
You can't order people to drink with you. It's a gross violation of your rank. And Kiji doesn't want to.
Oh my god.
I'll give a reply. Yes, I can. I'm the ship's captain.
Oh no. Oh yeah. I'll say it. Blackwell, you can tell just by Jacoby's voice, he's a little drunk again.
Right. Captain, I'm not sure you're in a fit state to be giving any orders.
I'm the ship's captain.
I'm the ship's chief medical officer, so be very, very careful. Perhaps.
I'll check the comms.
Bravo.
You're out of it, Kiji.
Bravo.
He's out of it for now, I suppose. Yeah.
That's right. Although I can't guarantee that he's not going to demand an explanation, and there's not much that I can do for you there. That's assuming he remembers the conversation.
Well, see, you could help with that too. When he comes back for his next injection for being drunk, maybe, some
Oh,
memory
uh,
suppressants or.
I'm going to pretend, Mr. Kiji, that you just started speaking Bajoran. I think there was some sort of glitch in the universal translator system. I didn't understand what you just said. Um, so,
I see.
oh, it's coming out clearly now.
I hate when that happens, Doctor.
Yes, yes.
Thing to say.
Be an inconvenience.
oh my god.
I kind of tap my little comm badge.
We should talk to Valak about that. Where is Valak anyway?
About to get thrown out of a bar.
Really?
Yep.
What did you do, Valak?
Seems like a good segue.
I've been drinking a little too much as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Bar fight time.
No, so
Doctor,
at this point, what I need you to do is I need you to give me a fitness security roll opposed.
Okay.
Take as many momentum as you'd like, but you couldn't. You also could. Don't have to take.
Gonna spend a threat just to give my guy a third die.
Oh no.
You want momentum?
No, let's just see what happens.
Okay, we're making this interesting. Then.
Yep. It's like I might have ruined the holosuite.
With what? I wonder. Oh, that's a 19. Look at that.
He is evolving.
Yep. So yeah, no, you are rather unceremoniously thrown from Quark's bar.
Hurled.
You are hurled by that Gorn
Oh crap.
from earlier.
How many I'm going to take to kick my ass, but I knew how many they were going to use.
Well, it's more so not so much because you ruined the holodeck, but you got drunk and you spilled some drank on that Gorn, and he was already not very happy.
Because you lost the bar of Latinum? Yeah.
Maybe. And the drink I'm spilling on him was paid for with his bar.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, you got unceremoniously yeeted out of Quark's bar.
Oh, I have an idea. I'd also like to rent a holosuite.
Oh no, oh
I
no.
wish to improve my fisticuffs skills, so I'd like to request a holosuite that has a boxing match or something. I'd like to go against the AI.
Oh, nice, okay.
Okay.
Give me a daring security difficulty 2.
Okay, does my focus in Mokbara apply?
Yes, absolutely. If that's like what you're honing.
Alright, and I think that also gives me some special stuff if I roll effects.
I
Check.
don't know if it does. Do you have a talent? Because if it's a focus, then
Just a focus.
if it's just a focus, then no.
Yeah, if it's just a focus, you get a focus, but you can take talents as well. It's a
That
different
do
thing.
stuff with like that kind of thing. Okay.
Sorry, no, that's inside command. Oh, sorry. Sorry, daring security. Those are.
That wouldn't have done it though. The other one's a 17.
The first one would have gone through. Actually, no, the first one would not have gone through. That would have been a 0.
Okay.
Double zeros.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this particular training program particularly hard. You're not really able to keep up with this particular holographic opponent, but you know that's what training is for.
I want to go again. This time I'm gonna.
So, the way I like to think of the segue is with Valak, he spills the drink on the Gorn. Gorn grabs him, throws him out of the bar, and as he's like going to hit the ground, we cut to you hitting the ground as your mock bar opponent suplexes you.
I'm gonna get up and, like I said, I'm gonna try again. This time with momentum.
Yeah, go for it.
3 of it.
I'm going to spend 2 of it to increase the complication range.
Good enough.
You get him. You get a momentum back, and you duck, weave, punch, 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 and grab his arm, twist it,
Turn. Kick,
push,
spin.
plie,
Through it.
and you got him. You got him pinned.
And we're gonna go for the finishing blow once again. Here's 2 momentum, so 2 additional dice.
No, you have to have 3,
Oh,
so you can only spend 1.
momentum or 1 additional dice.
So it's still difficulty 2.
Here she goes. Ah, no.
Nope.
Look at these 17, 18, 19. What is this?
Well, hey, you're lucky that I didn't increase the complication range on you that time.
Yep.
Is he still pinned?
No, with that roll, he slips out from under it.
Dang it. Alright, end program. I've had enough fighting for the...
Okay, program shuts off.
I'm gonna go back out and drink some more, maybe. What does Quark serve at his bar? Food-wise?
Are you just determined to spend that entire bar of latinum you won?
Until I go back to what I originally had, yeah.
Oh my god.
I might have already spent some of it too. You might have a tab there.
What?
There,
Sneaky Vulcan.
there's a.
USS Sneaky Vulcan.
Well, we'll just say that you don't have as much as you thought you did. Because it would appear Volok got himself some drinks as well while you were out.
And your security officer might have a little tab as well.
Ooh, no. That's...
Does Quark tell me this?
Well, no. He specifically doesn't tell you about Jueza's tab.
Okay, well, can I roll a insight command to see if he's lying to me?
What?
He's a pretty shifty, what's it called, Ferengi, but I'd like to see if he's lying to me.
About what?
Well, okay, this is a pretty exorbitant amount. I know that I've spent a lot, but not this.
Oh, because you're trying to get it out of him that, yeah, you're...
Trying to
Oh,
figure out why some of his money's gone.
oh yeah. Give me an insight command, difficulty 2.
Got to find a reason why my money's all...
Okay, and it's not so much that he doesn't want to tell you. It's just it takes between the two of you, you put it together. Oh yes, that's right. That Vulcan friend of yours, he had quite a bit after you left.
Anyone else I need to be aware of, Mr. Quark?
Well, of the people that you came in with, no.
I mean, anyone else that put their drinks on my tab.
No.
Very well. My first officer got kicked out of your bar, is that correct?
He didn't get kicked out. He's more like thrown out by a rather unruly Gorn. And well, normally I wouldn't condone fighting in my bar, but well, I don't want to go over to the nice gentleman and upset him any further.
I understand. Would you let me speak with my first officer via my combat for a second, Mr. Quark?
You shouldn't have to. He's right over there, and he motions, and you see Volok sort of just, yeah, he's just sort of lying against a bulkhead, just sort of stirring a little bit. Where you don't know this, Jacoby, but this is where he's been sitting for like the last 20 minutes.
Alright, let's go up to him and grab him him by the shirt sleeve
Yep.
and press him up against the wall. Commander, wake up.
Sir?
Commander, you've been causing a bit of trouble in the bar, haven't you?
I do not know, sir.
And, Commander, you seem to have drank a lot and expect me to pay for it. Is that correct?
I do not know, sir.
And one more thing, Commander. How much did you have to drink?
Actually, wait, Valak.
Yep.
Give me a reason command check to see if you can recall how much you've drank.
Yeah,
That's, let me see. How much, what am I gonna make this difficulty? Difficulty 2 to see if you can recall with a reason command check to see if you can recall how much you've drank.
I was gonna say that's gonna be kind of difficult.
Reason, Command? Well, you're not getting any momentum up.
Nope.
Nope.
You have no idea how much you've drank. It's
No? Commander? Well, you seem to have drank the entire bar under the table and have picked a fight with a Nausicaa. Now,
Gorn. It was a Gorn.
I'm sorry, yeah, with a Gorn fellow, Commander. One last thing before I release you and send you to your punishment. Commander, how long are we here on leave?
A few days.
Not even that. You're here for like the next 24 hours.
Oh, sorry. 8 days.
24 hours. Well, Commander, and for those next 24 hours, to pay off your enormous debt to Quark, you will be waiting tables at his bar. I don't care if you're serving the drinks or if you're a Dabo girl. But you will pay off your debt. Is that understood?
Understood, sir.
Can you make that order?
I don't think he can, but I
I'm
don't
the
he
captain.
can.
Of course I can. I'm the
I
captain.
think he's drunk.
I don't know if he can make that order.
Get along
Rock
with
has
it,
the
man.
money. He was just trying to ride on the captain's tab.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean I think Valak can pay it off.
Oh yeah, I absolutely can. I've spent like none of my Latinum. So.
Yeah, no, Valak can pay you back, Jacoby. It's just a matter of he bought more drinks, not realizing it was on your tab.
So you do have the money with you, Commander. Well, it seems you won't be having to wait tables after all. Cough it up.
Very well, sir.
My God.
I'm going to honestly, based on how much I've probably not spent it, pull out quite a few strips just in my hand.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew we were going to the bar. I knew I needed this. I assumed I've already paid. Apparently not.
I'll ping my communicator badge as I take the lap. Captain Jacoby to Dr. Blackwell.
Blackwell?
Well, here, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Doctor, we have a medical emergency in the promenade. There seems to be a Vulcan slumped against a bulkhead, drunk as piss. Take him back to the ship.
Aye, Captain.
That'll be all.
Oh my God.
Blackwell out.
And I'll go pay Quark.
Oh God. Yeah, you pay Cork. This is,
I'll go get
Latinum is Latinum.
the lock, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a incredibly inebriated Vulcan.
Swear to God, I'm just gonna put vapor. I'm just gonna put antifuse in the fucking ship's recycling system.
Oh boy. boy.
On the way back, you just hear some mumblings.
There's got to be a way to aerosolize that, sneak it into the ship's climate control systems, life support systems. God, this ship needs a counselor.
Oh yeah. Holy crap, do you guys need therapy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Get us a therapist or something. Recruit some other crew members or something.
And I will see if I can come up with some sort of. Uh, I think instead of like a wake me up like I gave the captain, I want to come up with something that will break down the alcohol a little faster and basically just let the lot go to sleep, but that will help the body break it down and treat it a little bit more gently than otherwise.
Okay, reason medicine difficulty 1.
And I'll take that last. Momentum or die. And just because I can, I'm going to reroll it. I got 2 momentum back.
Nice.
Ah,
So yeah, you mix together a couple of your hyposprays, and it'll take a couple different hyposprays to do the job. But yeah, you think he'll actually wake up the next morning probably feeling pretty well rested, all things considered.
Dr. Simpson Blackwell became known throughout Starfleet for creating hangover cures.
It was, trust me, he didn't want to make them.
My breath as I
Like, trust me, he didn't want to make them. It was a matter of necessity.
Oh, good times we have by all.
Oh
Also,
God.
so, once I eat and drink my fill of quarks, I'm gonna go back to the ship and I'm gonna crash him. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're all back on the ship then. Is there anything else y'all want to do before you head out to your new assignment?
I do not think we have any ongoing research or anything of the sort.
Nope.
Anything in our inboxes, perhaps?
Anything in your inboxes? What might you be looking? Let me think. Let me just think if there's anything. Not right now.
Would I have gotten any private communications?
Are you expecting one?
Well, I didn't know if he might try to privately.
Nope. It's entirely likely, at least you, based on what you know, it's entirely possible that he doesn't even know you were there.
Okay. Works for me.
A good time was had by all on Deep Space Nine.
what I'm hearing is we're not coming back to Deep Space Nine. Just
Feels fun.
For a while, probably.
Feels fun, man. But once we're all woken up and sober, I'll have an aspirin and go back to the bridge and set us on our course for Starbase, whichever number it was.
621.
621, yeah. 61.
Yep.
Starbase 61. Oh,
Yep. And let me hang on. I have the sound effect, guys. Voyager Bridge. Want the
There we are.
and now play Faith of the Heart.
It's been a long road.
And as we warp away, you see Joyza takes a big sigh of relief.
I got faith of the heart.
Oh God, make it stop. So yeah, there you go. That was All Quiet on the Western Front. Kind of a slow little role play episode. I know not a lot really happened during it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the opportunity to just BS for a bit.
Drunk and ramble? Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh man. Right. Forgot about that.
Yep, got to do quite a few things. So it was
Okay.
nice.
Gonna stop the stream now.